In my defense, that was a terrible idea. It's almost like I want to fail. The wall is covered with scratches. The wall is covered. The wall is covered. The wall is covered. The cuffs are electrified. I think someone tried to hide something in this book. I think someone. I hope there aren't any spiders behind it. That poor guy they were dragging through here won't need them anymore. It's almost like I want to fail. The wall is covered. The wall is. The cables run. Click, and the power's buzzing. If I really push. That won't do any. That goes together. Click, and the power's not buzzing. A brilliant idea, just the wrong item, time, and place. Wow, nothing happened. Pow! And we're up. The lenses are slightly cracked. That made as much. Wow. A lens taken from a pair of glasses. That was about as effective as our parliament. That goes together. I'm just gonna. The wall is covered. Hope dies last. As effective as I think someone. That goes to. There's no point. I'll get a pull. Aha! That goes. There's. Click, and the power's buzzing. Poor guy. That idea was genius. I'm so... Much like eating... Matryoshka. Bam! And we're down. A somewhat decayed prison blanket. I used to have better... That goes together like... somewhat decayed... That idea was genius, and completely wrong. That won't do anything. The wire won't reach. It's almost like I... Click, and the power's not buzzing. A solid steel door. Guard! I'm starving!
I'll get you a bowl. We don't want you to die before the execution.
Cold, wet, and very dirty. It's a typical prison spoon. At least I think it is. I've only seen prison spoons on TV. Guard!
Shut up! You'll get nothing else.
I have no idea where to dig. I have no idea. think someone tried. That goes together. If I was. There's no point in combining. In my defense, I'm just gonna. I think. Click, and the power's button. If I was getting. A wet blanket would. I'm just gonna. Much like. No way! That made as much sense as if I was getting paid for bad ideas, I'd have a big. A sturdy, solid spoon. A sturdy. If I was getting. This is monotonous work, but I happen to know some great prison jokes. Someone made a hell of a knot. Someone. They don't look like anything to me. I used to have better ideas as a child. I have no. The sun! Oh, I hardly remember what it looks like. I hope prison life hasn't changed me. The rope is very worn. I shouldn't weigh it down with anything. I'm not going hiking. The rope is very worn. I shouldn't weigh it down with anything. The rope is. If I really pushed hard on it, it would still never work. I'm not going. There's no. I'll get up. Aha! Aha! Nothing happened. The electricity's only reaching the cuffs. Huh. I guess a dry rope isn't a good conductor. Click, and the power's not buzzing. Someone. Click, and the power's buzzing.
Shut up!
What if the bullet bounces back and hits me? If I really pushed hard on it... The bullet has gunpowder in it, so I need to be careful that it doesn't explode in my pocket. I don't like guns. I'm afraid I'll shoot myself, and the bullets are full of gunpowder, which is explosive. One bullet. They won't take me alive! Although I guess they've already arrested me. Huh. For a second, One bullet. A little boom coming up. I'm so... I have... Maybe I can blow it up. Maybe I can blow it up. As soon as the guards shine a light into my cell, they'll see the empty cot and know I escaped. As soon as the guards shine a light into my cell, they'll see the empty cot and know I escaped. Poor guy. Poor guy. That will slow them down a bit. It'll take them a while to figure out that rolled up blanket isn't me. Aha! That idea was genius. Everything going according to plan?
Yes, Comrade Minister. Our soldiers stand ready. Reinforcements are almost finished. The palace grounds are being secured by Major Orlova.
The leader suspects nothing?
Still nothing. The revolutionaries provided a good excuse to bring the tanks to the courtyard.
The bigger the chaos, the easier it will be to eliminate the old man. That's why the signal to begin the attack will be the detonation of the statue.
Genius. Comrade Minister, you are a born strategist.
And once the crowd gathers by the gate, we'll announce that starting today, I will be the greatest leader of Matryoshka. And then we'll execute him. Half of them is an example.
Yes, the greatest leader. That be all.
One more thing. And we're sending the order to have the doppelganger shot.
Yes, Comrade, the greatest leader. Should I let him go?
Have you lost your mind, Colonel?
Yes, sir.
I'll shoot him myself later tonight. I want that wannabe usurper Evan to look me in the eyes as he dies. That'll be the icing on today's cake.
I thought you didn't like sweets, Comrade, the greatest leader minister.
Leave. Stop! The photos from my book on communism show the palace courtyard all green and blooming. This is... not. The grate leads into some dark tunnel that, of course, I'm not scared of, because I'm not scared of the dark at all. I don't see a lock or a doorknob here. Something else must open the grate. Oddly, I've grown attached to freedom and I don't want to go back there. I don't know who's looking at the video feed from these cameras, but it's a good thing I have this uniform on. Nasty. The tunnel's completely flooded. Whoa, a code word board. I wonder if these passwords are still valid. There are screams and gunshots coming from beyond the gate. The conductor looks a bit like a wizard casting a spell, no?
Comrade Minister, sir. Today we are practicing observing the baton. It's difficult to sing because all the smoke from this morning's executions has parched the singers' throats.
Carry on! Whatever it is you're doing. I heard gunshots while I was in the square, but never expected. There's scaffolding around the statue, but it's too high for me to reach.
Comrade Minister, sir. Your orders were to not allow anyone near the statue. Anyone, including yourself, Comrade Minister.
Right. I remember. I was just testing you, and you passed! So, good. I bet my mom's best knitting needles that no one will be able to bring down that gate. So these preparations are pointless. Private!
Oh, yes, Minister, sir.
What are you doing, Private?
I'm filling bags with sand.
Why are you doing that?
I didn't ask, Minister.
At ease, Private. And, get back to work.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if I should go in. Vlad is somewhere in there. The fate of the world is decided right there, inside that building. I don't recognize the label, but judging by the shape of the bottle, I'm guessing it's wine. I can't get out this way. The entire palace complex is surrounded by a high wall. To my untrained eye, it looks like no one has milked her yet today. Hey, Bessie. Matryoshkan realism is always ideological in its subject matter and national in its form, because the lack of ideology in art is a form of hostile ideology. Or something like that. I don't know what purpose it serves, but it's just painted on the wall. It's a good thing I have Vlad's uniform. Otherwise, moving around the palace would be impossible. Attention, soldier.
Please provide the password, Comrade Minister. A digit, a word, a date, and a color.
Do I have to?
On your orders, Comrade Minister. Everyone does.
Ugh, I need to remember how it went. We don't have anything like that in the States. Well, unless you count the penetrating, exterritorial, national, totally anti-war government office of non-proliferation. We don't have anything like that in the States. Well, unless you count the penetrating, exterritorial, national, totally anti-war government office of non-proliferation. It's the leader in his youth. He was already a member of the Leader Yukon back then. After everything I've seen here, it's occurred to me that Matryoshka is like cake. It has frosting on top. Reminds me of the empty hooks at the butcher's and the long line for flour. What a terrible way to live. The oar in the leader's hand symbolizes that the leader is the driving force of the entire nation. Not very wieldy, but quite sturdy, considering its weight. Now I know how the enlightened artist who created the leader's statue came up with his hand-waving. I've read that the leader's personal guard is an elite squad of men who are impossible to bribe, specializing in distrust and meanness. I need to see the leader regarding an urgent matter, Comrade Lieutenant General. It's about his safety.
Comrade Minister, the leader is busy. He's not to be disturbed unless it's absolutely necessary.
Comrade, it is absolutely necessary. I order you to let me in this instant.
Forgive me, Comrade Minister, but I only take orders from the leader. If you wish to pass, Comrade Minister, you need to present me with a really important, documented reason.
We don't have anything like that in the States. Well, unless you count the penetrating, exterritorial, national, totally anti-war government office of non-proliferation. It's gonna be brutal. Attention, Private!
Private Virgil Perhava awaiting orders, Comrade Minister, sir.
Private Perhava, when did you last see me?
Several hundred seconds ago, Comrade Minister, sir. But I don't know exactly when because I was bent over this wire, Comrade Minister, sir.
You're twisting something, Perhava.
May I be struck dead, Comrade Minister, if I'm not telling you the truth.
I meant you're twisting the barbed wire.
Wire? Oh yes. Ha. Boy, really embarrassed myself just now. Yes, Comrade Minister, sir. I was tying these cute little bow ties on the wire first,